Southeast Radio's Business Matters with Karl Fitzpatrick.
Well, by her own admission, Rachel Brady did not have the opportunity to master her Irish language skills in school. However, in her early 20s, she decided to study the language, and in her search for new stationery when attending Irish classes, a new business was born. Rachel's business, As Gaeilge, was recently selected as the winner of Carroll Irish Gifts Fáilte initiative, and she joins us now to share her journey. But Rachel, as a young girl, did you have much exposure to the Irish language?
So growing up in Belfast, I didn't have much interaction with the Irish language. My brother and sister, they went to an Irish medium school, so they would have grown up fluent. I unfortunately just missed the meter, and I didn't go to one. I went to an English school, so it wasn't really till I was at GCSE level in secondary school that I had the opportunity to learn Irish. And unfortunately, I didn't keep that on to GCSE, so it wasn't really until I was in my later years of uni where my interest was sparked again that I was able to seek out classes, local classes myself, and join them and start learning.
And what was it that ignited the spark to learn Irish?
I think I just became very interested as I grew older, just as a young woman, you know, and my culture, my heritage, and obviously my family speak it, my friends speak it. And it became really important to me that I was able to at least, you know, hold a conversation, or when I was travelling around the world that I could at least speak a few words of Gaeilge, whereas previously I couldn't do that.
So talk to us about your business then, As Gaeilge, and what triggered the idea for that.
So it was when I was taking these classes, I was learning to be a graphic designer, and I would have designed for myself personally, you know, at home for friends and family. And it was when I was learning Irish that I realised that there really wasn't anything out there that was modernised in terms of Irish language. You know, going to my classes, I really wanted, you know, like a pink notebook that said Noti, or, you know, just something colourful and bright. But I found that most things that had anything Irish on it or associated with the Irish culture were your stereotypical greens and golds and shamrocks and leprechauns. And it wasn't quite what I wanted, and it wasn't really what my age demographic would have wanted. So I suppose it just kind of meshed the love for graphic design and the Irish language together, and that's what created the first products.
Talk to us about the early days of the business, As Gaeilge, and how you decided on the product range that you would go on to design.
So coming from the past 2 years, I mean, we opened in August 2021, and the product range has really developed enormously from then. It really started off with just stationery, and that kind of developed into print artwork that you could hang in your bedroom or in your office, you know, in your hallway. And it was really about brightening up spaces, bringing Irish into homes, creating conversations, and just making it stand out amongst the stereotypical stuff that was already out there.
So did you have a specific target market in mind for these products?
To begin with, I suppose I was just targeting people my own age. I was trying to make the Irish language useful. I mean, I can only speak from some of my friends' experiences who grew up with fluency. You know, a lot of people would associate Irish with going to school or learning it in school, and then therefore associate just Irish with school. And I kind of just wanted to dismantle that, you know, take away that aspect of school and really make it modern, make it present in everybody's day-to-day. You know, too often do we go into the shops and buy a picture of the Eiffel Tower just because it looks nice, you know, rather than going. I thought if I could get a product out there that had the Irish language and people were buying it because it looks well, but also you're spreading the language and you're including people in the community, well then that's a job well done. So
how did you set about connecting with potential clients and changing their perception?
So I suppose for me, it's really just about being transparent with people. A lot of people that follow my page and that have come along this journey with me are very aware that, you know, I'm only learning Irish. I'm not fluent. I'm far from fluent. And that was very important to me when I was starting the business, to include English and Irish. And in fact, a lot of my posts would be in English. Now, some people might criticise that, but for me it was really important because I was trying to target the people who didn't speak fluent Irish, the people who were trying to learn Irish, or the people who had never even thought about learning Irish because it was either overwhelming or they didn't know where to begin. And so the whole point was, if I could include somebody along in my journey and inspire somebody to pick up a couple of words, well then that's ultimately a great step forward for the Irish language community.
And what has been the biggest challenge that you've faced with the business to date?
I suppose the biggest challenge is just navigating the world of business by yourself. Anything I've done, I suppose I kind of learnt myself. I haven't had any external help, and I'm trying to do that on, I suppose, a very low budget. It is a small business, and so everything I do, I'm trying to do myself, from anywhere between building a website to learning how to ship, print the shipping labels, meet with other suppliers, get your name out there, marketing. It's all, you're a one-person band and you're trying to do the job of 10 people. So it's definitely been a journey, but it's been incredible how much I've been able to teach myself along the way.
And as I mentioned, you were chosen as the winner of Carroll's Irish Gifts Fáilte initiative. So how will this benefit your business, As Gaeilge?
Oh, well, the initiative is absolutely incredible. I just want to say absolute well done. Congratulations to Carroll's for running such a large competition and really homing in on those small businesses, because we know in today's economy, it's incredibly difficult to run a small business. So absolutely amazing job for Carroll's to be supporting local businesses and small businesses that are running. Yeah, it's been absolutely incredible. I suppose for me, it's just the recognition, of starting something so small and curating it into what it's become today. It'll be an amazing opportunity, but mostly just to get the Irish language out there. That's what the business started off with. That is the crux of the business, to teach people a couple of words of Irish who may not have had it before, and just to get those conversations going and get Irish into people's faces. So the platform that Carroll's is able to offer me through winning the competition is absolutely incredible.
And what support has Carroll's Irish Gifts provided to you since you won?
So Carroll's have been incredible in terms of mentorship. I suppose throughout, they've been very good at, helping me along and taking my journey from a small business to scaling it up. As I said previously, being a one-person band, it can be difficult. So it's just been nice to, be able to bounce off a team of professionals who have been doing this for many, many years.
And what impact has the Fáilte initiative had on your sales?
Yeah, it's definitely been a boost. I suppose, people are recognising that, this is the real deal. People are noticing, especially with like a big platform like Carroll's have. It's definitely been positive for the business.
Has it assisted you with gaining a listing with any other stockists around the country?
Yeah, definitely. Ever since it's been announced, we've had a number of inquiries about other stockists throughout Ireland, north and south. So that's been absolutely incredible to get the name out there.
And from the young girl that did not have much interaction with the language to owning a business which promotes Irish, it has been quite a journey. So what's next for Rachel Brady? For me, it's just keep learning. As I say, the business is great and it's amazing. I love what I'm doing for the Irish language community, but solely, I am a learner and it is a journey, and I encourage those who engage with the business and engage with me as the business owner to just follow me along on my journey of learning the Irish language and inspire others to start theirs. And finally, Rachel, if you could give some advice to government in relation to making the Irish language more relevant, what would it be? Talk to the youth. Talk to young people. Young people are the future. Young people are what is going to keep the wheels turning. So ask people what they can do to spread the Irish language. Make it out there. Make it accessible. Make it modern, fun. And, that's the key. Well, if you've just tuned in, that was Rachel Brady from As Gaeilge, and we wish Rachel every continued success with her business.
Southeast Radio's Business Matters with Karl Fitzpatrick.